All right, guys, we got Evan Fields here. Go ahead and take some questions. Be shy. Go ahead, Chris.
Hey, Evan.
Hey, what's up?
What do you think are realistic expectations for you guys as a secondary this year?
Oh, real. I mean, our realistic expectation is to be the best defensive core in the Pac-12. Lead. We want to lead in turnovers because I mean that's pretty much the game. You get turnovers, you got a good chance of winning. So we just harp on doing our job and getting the ball.
Oh, go ahead.
I haven't. The transition for you from three safeties to two safeties is a really just much easier than people think it is in terms of learning a new system and going to having one safety on the field next to you instead of two.
Could you repeat that? I didn't quite hear you.
No, I was going to say, as far as the change of scheme going from three safeties to two safeties, has it been a pretty easy transition, maybe easier than people think it would be?
It's been pretty easy. Well, I came from a high school that ran this defense, so I kind of, just translated it, and it's a tradition of the 4-3, so it wasn't too hard to get used to because I've kind of been in something like this before. Not this complex, but I'm kind of familiar with it, so it wasn't too hard to transition into it.
Michelle.
Hey, Evan. It's got to be kind of exciting after so many weeks of not knowing what was going to happen. I mean, are you kind of seeing USC now and kind of getting more excited? And do you sense that your team is even more focused at this point?
Oh, yes, for sure. I can tell, especially we started going through more game planning this week. So the whole vibe, has just been different. And guys are locked in on both sides of the ball. So, we're just all business. And it's been a long time coming, and all the uncertainties about whether we're going to play or not, we're just glad it's finally here.
Anyone else? Toad, go ahead.
So, Evan, I know that some of your teammates have been kind of joking that this offense is really not fun to face in practice. Can you just describe how it is going against a Zach Hill offense with all the deception going on?
You have to play with very clean eyes because they do a lot of things, a lot of shifts and motions to try to get you out of position and get your eyes out of position. So it's mostly about it teaches you to be disciplined, and really see the whole field. And you got to anticipate, things based off of people's alignment. So it just does a good job of preparing us for, all the offenses and things we're going to see throughout the whole season.
Zach Keenan.
Hey, Evan, can you just tell us a little about how excited you guys are? I mean, it's been 11 months since you guys have played football in a game. Just how ready are you for this USC game?
I mean, if you could think of how excited we were, I can remember getting ready for previous seasons, and I was excited for the season. I couldn't wait for it to get there, and for it to just be delayed this long. I mean, it's like I'm being held. It's like we all being held back on chains right now, pit bulls. So we ready to get off the chains and get loose.
Chris Park.
Evan, what's it been like working with both Ashari and DeAndre Pierce on the back end there? How do you think that's going? And are you guys playing at the level that you expect?
Oh yeah, I think every day we all talk before even practicing everything. Just communication is everything, especially with back there with us in the secondary, because we're kind of like the guys who can see everything. So we got to be real. We got to be talking and real loud with all of our calls and stuff. And if we're talking, we can keep each other in check, and that reduces mental errors and everything. So we just harp on being sound. And the chemistry we've had, we all kind of are friends outside of football too. We chilling. So it's a great bond we have there, and I feel like that translates onto the field.
Michael.
Yeah, Evan, to piggyback off that too, Ashari has said yesterday he feels that it is the best secondary in the Pac-12. Do you guys kind of relish with the experience, like you said, that you guys have? Do you kind of relish that, and knowing that you're going to face big challenges every week because everybody's going to want to take their best shot at you?
Oh yeah, for sure. But I mean, we have the mentality. That's just us. We want to be the best. Everybody on this team and all of our coaches preaches being competitive. Everybody here has that competitiveness inside of them. So we believe we're the best, and I believe we're gonna show it too.
Oh, last question.
So Evan, what do you remember from that USC game last year? I know it was really crazy one first quarter. You really took a lot of punches to the gut. But the last 3 quarters was a total different story. When you guys prepare for USC and look at that game last year, do you think you remember more maybe the 3 quarters you did well, only holding the 3 points, rather than just what happened in the first quarter when a lot of things didn't go your way?
Yeah, that's a lot of, we gotta, and our coaches harp on that too, coming out fast. We gotta start fast. So we I remember that game, we kind of came out flat, and we can't do that with a team like that can put up that many points. So after we finally, got into the game, we only allowed 3 points after that. So we just gotta start off fast, because 28 in 1 quarter is not acceptable at all. So just starting off fast, and I think just doing us, not getting too high, not getting too low, and just staying focused and executing the game plan. We're going to get the job done.
All right, Evan. Thanks, man.
Sir, appreciate y'all.
Thanks, Evan.